The royal chambers of Queen Giara of Vexilon Prime had been sealed for months. No one dared enter after she left for the Grand Conclave, a political summit that determined the future of 10 galaxies. The chamber's air shimmered with leftover energy fields, glowing runes pulsing faintly along the walls. It was forbidden space, but someone had to clean it, and that someone, as always, was Eli Vargas, the human janitor. He didn't mind the work. It kept him out of trouble, and the pay, especially the hazard compensation, was generous enough to buy 3 meals a day and maybe a little coffee smuggled from Earth. The aliens didn't understand why humans needed caffeine, but they didn't argue with his results. Today, though, Eli wasn't supposed to be here. The Queen was still off-world, or so he'd been told. He hummed a tune from the 1980s as he mopped the iridescent floor, watching the shimmering liquid glide across the surface. The mop wasn't a normal one. It was made of synthetic tentacle fibers that absorbed not only dirt, but radiation, static, and leftover bioenergy. One wrong flick and it could short out a royal seal. Just another day, Eli muttered, swiping the mop in a careful circle around the pedestal where the Queen's throne floated 2 inches off the ground. No one ever thanks the janitor, but if I don't clean this gunk, the next person who sits down might fuse to the seat. He chuckled, reaching into his supply bag. From it, he pulled a small holographic frame. Inside flickered a looping image. The Queen herself, regal and terrifying, her lavender skin shimmering, her 4 golden eyes calm yet powerful. The day she'd arrived on Earth for negotiations, Eli had accidentally spilled an entire bucket of disinfectant at her feet. She hadn't vaporized him. Instead, she'd laughed. That laugh had stuck in his mind ever since. "Yeah, Your Majesty," Eli said softly. "Bet you never think about the dumb human who mops your floor." He sighed and turned back to his work. But something caught his attention. A small crack in the floor under the throne, barely visible. Energy leaked from it like thin mist. "Oh hell," Eli murmured. "That's not supposed to happen!" He knelt, brushing his fingers near the crack. The energy hummed through his gloves, making the lights in the chamber flicker. He'd seen damage like this before after battle drills. Normally you called them maintenance drones, but they wouldn't come here. Royal chambers were off limits, even to machines. So he did what he always did. He fixed it himself. He took out a repair kit, pulling a small plasma torch from his belt. The blue flame hissed as he began sealing the crack, muttering to himself. "All right, easy does it. Don't fry yourself, don't melt the throne, don't—" A deep hum filled the room. Eli froze. He looked up, eyes widening as the air shimmered. The great archway leading into the chamber rippled like water, and a blinding flash of violet light filled the room. When it faded, she was standing there, Queen Giara, and she was furious. Her armor gleamed like molten starlight, the cloak of woven nebula trailing behind her. Her 4 eyes, each a slightly different hue of gold, locked onto Eli as he crouched beneath her throne with a plasma torch in hand. "Human," she said, her voice like thunder rolling through crystal. "Explain yourself." Eli's heart tried to leap out of his chest. I can explain. Can you?" She stepped closer, her presence filling the room like gravity itself. "You are inside my private sanctum, touching my throne, wielding a weapon of plasma energy. I should disintegrate you where you kneel." Eli raised his hand, still holding the torch. "It's not a weapon, Your Majesty. It's a repair tool." The floor was cracked and, well, you don't want unstable energy under your seat, trust me. "It can explode. Badly." Her eyes narrowed. "You entered without permission." "With all due respect," Eli said, slowly standing, "the cleaning schedule doesn't exactly check your travel plans. I was told you'd still be off-world." Giara tilted her head. "And yet you fixed something?" He shrugged. "Couldn't leave it like that. You sit here and boom, no more queen." Silence. Then, unexpectedly, she laughed. The sound was softer than he remembered, like crystal wind chimes in a storm. "You presume much, human." "I presume survival's a good thing," Eli replied. "Even for queens." She studied him for a long moment, then looked past him to the sealed crack. "You did this. Without schematics?" "Just guessed," he said. "Human intuition, I guess. Or maybe dumb luck." The Queen's eyes glimmered. "Fascinating." She walked toward the throne, her long tail brushing the floor. Eli caught the faint scent of ozone and alien perfume, something floral and electric. He suddenly realized his mop was still propped against the pedestal. He reached to grab it, but she stopped him with a gesture. "Leave it," she said. "Show me what you were doing." Eli blinked. Cleaning?" "Yes," she said. "Show me." Feeling ridiculous, Eli picked up the mop again. "All right. You, move it like this. Gentle, circular motions so you don't disturb the charge in the floor tiles. Keeps the energy flow even." Giara watched him, her expression unreadable. Then slowly she knelt beside him. "And this helps maintain the throne's balance field?" "I think so," he said, surprised she was even asking. "It's not in the manual, but I figured it out after a few power surges." "Remarkable," she murmured. "You learned our technology through observation alone." "More like trial and error," he said with a half smile. "Mostly error," she laughed again, softer this time. "You are strange, human. And you're not as scary as I remembered," he admitted before he could stop himself. Her gaze flicked toward him, and he immediately regretted it. But instead of anger, her expression softened. "Few dare speak to me like that." "Maybe they should," he said. "You might like it." Giara tilted her head, considering him. "Perhaps I would." They worked side by side for a while, an alien queen and a human janitor cleaning the most sacred space in the Empire. The silence between them wasn't awkward. It was alive. When they finished, the throne chamber gleamed brighter than it had in years. Giara turned to him. "You did well. Just doing my job, ma'am." "Still," she said, stepping closer, "you risked punishment. You repaired something that even my engineers might hesitate to touch." "Why?" Eli looked at her. "Because I couldn't stand the thought of you coming back and getting hurt. I may be just a janitor, but I don't want anyone dying because I was too scared to fix a crack." Her 4 eyes blinked, an alien gesture of surprise. "You thought of me?" He rubbed the back of his neck. "Yeah, maybe more than I should have." The queen was silent for a long moment. Then slowly, she reached out. Her hand, elegant and slightly glowing, brushed against his cheek. "You are a curious creature, Eli Vargas." He swallowed. "You remember my name?" "I do," she said softly. "You were the one who spilled chemicals at my feet." No one had dared look me in the eye before that moment. "I remember," he said, smiling faintly. "I thought I was dead." "I thought you were amusing," she replied. They both laughed, an unlikely sound echoing in a throne room meant for solemnity. But then, her expression changed. "The council would not approve of this." "Of what?" Eli asked. "Of me speaking to you like this. Of touching you." He hesitated, then said quietly, "Then maybe we just don't tell them." Her eyes glimmered with something dangerous and beautiful. "You would defy my empire's laws for this." "Connection?" He met her gaze. "Would you?" For a moment, time froze. Then the queen stepped closer. "Perhaps I already am." She turned away, her cloak rippling like liquid night. "You will continue maintaining my chambers. Personally, I trust no one else." Eli blinked. "Personally?" "Yes," she said, looking back over her shoulder. "And human? If anyone questions it, tell them their queen demands it." With that, she swept from the room, leaving Eli standing beside the shining throne, heart pounding, mop in hand. As the door sealed behind her, he exhaled. "Guess I'm not fired," he muttered. Then with a grin, "Not yet anyway." Somewhere in the halls beyond, Queen Giara paused for just a moment, a faint smile on her lips. For the first time in centuries, someone had spoken to her like she wasn't a ruler or a symbol, but a person, and she found that she didn't mind it at all.